Welcome everybody to season 2 of the LCC, the draft. We're finally here. We made it. It feels a little bit. It feels like first day at school, Jason.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so proud. I can't believe we managed to pull all these teams together and we got all the players. It's going to be so good for season 2. I think everybody's going to see that everything in the league has stepped up from season 1. We've got all new players, we've got new content. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be great. Absolutely. Special shout out to our sponsors, Oasis Gaming, for helping us put this production on today. They've loaned us not only players for the tournament, but also the casting talent. So thank you to them. Is there anything that you want to mention before we just get into our broadcast today, Jason, or should we just kick it off?
Nothing comes to mind. I just want to get into it.
Okay.
I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this.
Alrighty. So here it is. LCC Season 2.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
So we know Season 2, we've heard a lot about it, but what you might not know is that we've added an entire new team this year. So we've got 7 teams instead of 6. That means a whopping 35 players. And we're changing the regular season format to include to shift to a 2-game format. So we're gonna have, instead of the, what do we have last year, like 30-ish games, we're gonna have 42 regular season games this year. So it should be a big increase, and more games is more fun, right, Jason?
That's absolutely right, Ian.
Alrighty. Let's talk about Play 2 format, because you might not know what that is. You might have heard of best of 2s, best of 3s, round robin, right? So the Play 2 format is a single round robin, but instead of playing 1 game in a match, you'll play 2 games. So each match will have 1 red side game and 1 blue side game. That allows for equal advantage when it comes to draft. This is something that we wanted to do to not only increase the number of games that we had, but also to increase the equity, because there were some teams that ended up playing a lot of red side games and some teams that played a lot of blue side games, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This should really increase. This should make it a lot more interesting for everybody, because you get to see both sides of the matchup, and you're going to get to play 2 games. It's not a full like best of 3 series, but you are going to get to have a little bit of draft iteration and get to make some preparation. So if you get stomped in that game 1, come back for game 2 swinging.
Exactly. And when it comes to the issues from last year, and the first season of the LCC, we hear you guys, okay? So we put a lot of effort and emphasis this year onto scheduling. Now, Jason, do you want to talk us through how scheduling works?
Absolutely. Scheduling for season 2, we're going to look at playing matches on alternating weeks. You can schedule within that week, but we have a strong preference to weekends if you can manage it, just because it assists us with getting things played in blocks on the weekend is nice. We can cast them together, ideally. Of course, our priority is get those games played. So if you can't make that work, or if you have some scheduling issues where you're not going to be able to make it work during that week at all, let us know. Our biggest priority is letting everybody have fun and getting the games played. It's not going to be a penalty. We don't want to have to see anybody forfeit. Let's just reach out to us as early as you can, and we'll try to make something work.
Exactly. And this next slide will show us kind of what a example schedule could look like. So we'll have every other week is when we'll have game weeks, and then obviously we would, like I said, we would prefer that we play on Saturdays and Sundays. But if you can't get it in on that day, we'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And
your expectation is during the game week, play 1 match, which is 2 games. You're 1 red side, 1 blue side, and we're gonna run with that through the entire regular season. And now that we've increased to 7 teams, each team will have 1 bye week during the regular season.
Exactly, and we'll talk more about the specific scheduling after the draft, and we can look forward to our week 1 matchups once we get the draft wrapped up. So, moving on, we talked about regular season. Now it's time to talk about playoffs. Playoffs with a 7-team league does mean that we're going to have 1 team not make playoffs. So 6 of the 7 teams will make it. Outside of that, it's going to be exactly how it was during season 1, which means it's going to be single elimination. The rounds 1 and 2, aka the quarterfinals and semifinals, are going to be best of 3. And then the first and second place teams will receive a bye, and they'll be waiting. And then by the time that we finally get to the finals, Jason, it's going to be a best of 5, and hopefully we get a Silver Scrapes this year. Last year it was a 3-0 sweep in the finals, so hopefully we get a different result this year.
Yeah, big shout outs to our season 1 champions, SGI. They didn't let it happen, but this season I think everybody's going to be gunning for them.
Absolutely, I know I will. So with that being said, we are proud to announce that this year we're going to have a $100 grand prize to the winning team of LCC Season 2. It's not much, but it's something, and hopefully, it motivates you. All right.
We will not be increasing the grand prize. This is enough for you guys to get 1 skin apiece for the winning team and have a good time with it. Nobody needs to be getting angry and upset that they didn't win the prize. Have fun in participating and go out there and earn your unending glory.
And with that, that's the end of all of our information. And the LCC player draft for Season 2 starts right now.